8 days. 8 days left until the Super Bowl. And it's a question that has not been posed to a lot of people. But we're going to talk about it right now. How in the hell is Kansas City going to stop this run game? It has been dominant through the year and especially through the playoffs. Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott, Miles Sanders, and of course the system, Jalen Hurts, has been running all over people. Literally. Let's talk about it, y'all. Yo, that! A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that man, you know who it is, you know what it is, your boy Philly Fresh, a.k.a. The General, here reporting for duty. Listen, if you have not done it, I appreciate it because a lot of y'all have. Y'all been coming through for your boy. We hit 4K. We on our way to 5. If you hit that sub button, that's right down there. There it go. Yes, and also, it's a bell next to it to let you know when I put up all this flavor. You gotta have your notifications on for when I go live, when I put up these flavor videos and all types of stuff. I do posts, I do shorts, I do it all for y'all. I do it all for y'all because I love y'all. Last but not least, make sure you hit the like button for your boy. However the algorithm works, more people get to see me, more people get to see the merch, and that's how this content builds. Because of you. Because of you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fresh Fact today is funny, y'all. Shout out to my man Jason Kelsey. Like my kids, they do the dance and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what Jason Kelsey was doing. He was celebrating. He was in his bag. And shout out to him, though. Shout out to him for having fun. And it might seem like he might not retire, y'all. But we're going to get in that in another video. Today, we're going to talk about this running game. And Jason Kelsey is a big part of that. Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Lander Dickerson, Jordan Mailata, all those big dudes, Asa Salamalu, who is quietly having the best career of his life, the best year of his career, should I say. This offensive line is dominant, and that's where it starts from. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about, got some stats here. We're going to talk about how dominant this run game has been just in the playoffs. I ain't going to talk about all year. We talked about that. Just in the playoffs. All right. Let me get a sip of water before I holler at your boy. High quality H2O. All right. So when you look at it, I got to put the specs on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When I talk my stats, I got to put the specs on. So when you look at it, in the Giants game, not the first one, not the second one, but the third one in the playoffs. Okay. Kenneth Gainwell led the way with 12 carries for 112 yards, 9.3 carries. Now, a lot of people won't say, well, he did a lot of that in the fourth quarter. They still had their starters in. They didn't put their starters until the end of the fourth quarter. They couldn't do nothing with the running game. So let's go to Miles Sanders, who started. 17 carries, 90 yards. We almost had two players over 100 yards. And he was 5.3 a carry. Okay? Then we got Hurts. 9 carries, 34 yards, 3.8. My man Boston Scott. And I really feel as though they put Boston Scott in there because he's the giant killer. And he heard what they said. And yes, everybody that I am listening right now, has scored a touchdown. Everybody on this list. Boston Scott, 6 carries, 32 yards, 5.3 carry, and a tub. Altogether, these guys put up 268 yards on the ground, 26 first downs, right? 17 of them came from running. 17 rushing first downs. If you are Kansas City, what do you do with that? What do you do with that? Because I'm going to get into the 49ers, who are the best against the run. And we've seen monsters before. They told us so many other people was number one. They told us the Titans was number one. They told us so many other people. But you still put up numbers. So let's get into the 49ers real fast. Pause. But you get what I'm saying. Kenneth Gainwell. Most attempts. 48 yards, 3.4. Miles Sanders, 11 attempts, 42 yards, 3.8. Hurts, 11 attempts, 39 yards, 3.5. Boston Scott, just a measly 6 to 21, 3.5. Against the number one against stopping the run, we put up 148 yards. First downs, we had 25. We had 12 on the ground. Now, here's what I'm going to say. When it comes to Kansas City, you got to really put it in between those two, 286 yards and 148. But that's still dominance when you look at it. I don't know what Kansas City is going to do to stop the run. I understand they got a good pass rusher in Chris Jones, but he's a pass rusher. Are you going to be able to withstand waves and waves of Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott, and our guy, the system, Jalen Hurts, just rushing? And it don't even start with them. That's the crazy part. How are you going to block Lane Johnson? How are you going to block or get off their blocks, should I say? Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Aziz Malu, Jordan Mailata, Dallas Goedert, Jack Stroh. Even shout out to A.J. Brown. When he's not having his best game, guess what he does? He still blocks. Devontae Smith has become a good blocker, even though he's skinny Batman. This Kansas City defense, I really don't. You can prepare for as much as you want with throwing the football, even running the football. But until them dogs get in your face and start throwing you around, I'd literally have shorts and have videos in my videos of Jason Kelsey getting to the next level, Jordan Mailata throwing people around and just sitting on them. Bosa, Lane Johnson throwing people around with a torn abdominal. This run game is really next level. And a lot of that starts with Jalen Hurts. It does. But to me, you have to credit this offensive line and the offensive line coach, who I keep saying is the best position coach in all of football. No position is better than this position at offensive line. And we're going to do it again in a Super Bowl. How do you stop it? Because to me, where I'm looking at, with my glasses on, I can't see it. Can y'all? Let me know what you think in the comments, man. We're going to talk a lot more about this Super Bowl thing. But to me, this run game is dominant. And I don't think nobody in the league can stop it. Do you? Comment below. Let me know. You already know. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that. It's a Philly thing, man.